So again, 35 hours worked at $12.50 an hour is 35 times $12.50. So $437.50. Make sure here you add the 0 after the 5 because money is always 2 decimal places. Number 2, same idea, 36.75 hours worked at $15.25 per hour. So we're just going to multiply those two. 36.75 times 15.25. So that's $560.44. Notice after the 3 on my calculator was a 7, so I rounded up. We're almost done. Oh. All right. I know. We're going to feed you in just a minute. All right, so those are the formulas here. If you are just writing down the work, write down the formulas too. Overtime pay is the overtime rate times the overtime hours worked. And the total pay or the gross pay is the straight time pay plus the overtime pay. Can you hold her for a few minutes? Yeah. Okay, sorry. Now we can finish in peace, I hope. Okay, so Anita earns $9.50 for a regular 40-hour work week. Her overtime rate is 1.5 times her regular rate. Last week, she earned 8 hours of overtime in addition to her regular 40 hours. What is her total pay? Okay, so first thing we need to do is calculate her straight time pay. So straight time pay is, again, her regular hours. So she works 40 regular hours for $9.50. So 40 times $9.50. So her straight time pay here is $380. But she works 8 hours of overtime. So for her overtime pay, we need to first find her overtime rate. We know it's 1.5 times her regular rate, but we have to calculate it still. So her overtime rate is 1.5. That's the same as 1.5 times $9.50. So that's $14.25 per hour. So that's how much Anita makes for every overtime hour that she works. So her overtime pay then is that overtime rate, $14.25 multiplied by the 8 hours of overtime that she works. So $114 in overtime pay. So her straight time pay plus her overtime pay is $494. So if we want to know salary per pay period, we take the annual salary, annual is how much you paid for the year, and divide by the number of pay periods per year, which we already did a little bit of this too. So County Medical Center advertised an RM position starting at $420,000. That's really high. Find the weekly salary and monthly salary. So weekly salary, 420,000. Again, that's per year. So we're going to divide by 52 because there's 52 weeks in a year. That's about $8,076.92 per week. Notice I left it as a 2 because the 3 after it, I don't have to round it. And monthly salary, instead of dividing by 52, we divide by 12 because there are 12 months in a year. That's $35,000 a month. And the last problem here to get commission is going to be the total sales times the commission rate. And then the gross pay is the salary or commission, whichever is greater in this example. Remember, some problems are going to be straight salary or commission, I'm sorry, and some will be commission on top of, some will be a choice. So in this problem, Sandra works in a clothing boutique. She's guaranteed a minimum weekly salary of $320 or 6.5% of her sales, whichever is greater. If she sold $5,000 worth of clothing and accessories last week, what is her gross pay? So we'd figure out what commission would be. So one thing to remember, 6.5%. We want to make that 0.065. So 0.065 times 5,000. I'm done in like 30 seconds. Is $325. So since that's higher than the 320, the gross pay for this problem would be the 325.